Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Respect brothers and sisters. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, Ya ayyuhan nas, inna khalaqnakum min dhakarin wa untha, wa ja'alnakum shu'uban wa qabaila lita'arafu, inna akramakum inda Allahi atqakum. O mankind, indeed we have created you out of men and women, and we have made you different tribes and different races, so that you may get to know each other, not so that you may claim supremacy over each other, so that you may get to know each other. Indeed, the best of you in the eyes of Allah are those that are most God conscious, those that are most God fearing. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also says in the Quran, وَلَقَدْ كَرَّمْنَا بَنِي آدَمَ. Indeed, we have honored the sons of Adam. Allah didn't specify a color. He didn't specify a race. He said, indeed, we have honored the sons of Adam. The Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam says, الناس بنو آدم وخلق الله آدم من تراب. Humans are the sons of Adam, and Allah created Adam out of clay, out of mud. We are all the same. We are all equal. We are human beings. The Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he says, Ya ayyuhan nas, ala inna rabbakum wahid, wa inna abakum wahid. O people, indeed, your Lord is one Lord, Allah, and your father is Adam alayhi salam. ألا لا فضل لعربي على عجمي ولا لعجمي على عربي. Indeed, there is no supremacy for an Arab over a non-Arab, nor is there any supremacy for a non-Arab over an Arab. ولا لأحمر على أسود ولا لأسود على أحمر إلا بالتقوى. And indeed, there is no supremacy for a white person over a black, and there is no supremacy for a black person over a white, other than in taqwa, in God consciousness. Then the Prophet ﷺ, he says, أَبَلَّغْتْ, have I conveyed this important message? The companions radiallahu anhum, they said, بَلَّغَ رَسُولُ اللَّهِ صَلَّى اللَّهُ عَلَيْهِ وسلم. Indeed, the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alayhi wasallam has conveyed. A group of companions that were sitting together and they were having a meeting, they were discussing something. And Abu Dharr radiallahu anhu, he gave his opinion. And then Bilal radiallahu anhu, who was a black slave, also gave his opinion. So Abu Dharr radiallahu anhu got angry and he stood up and he said, even you yabnat as-sawda, even you son of a black woman, you want to contradict my opinion? So this broke the heart of Bilal radiallahu anhu. And Bilal radiallahu anhu, he went straight to the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam and he told the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam what happened. So the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam straight away stood up and he walked to Abu Dharr. And he said to him in his face, إِنَّكَ امْرِئٌ فِيكَ جَاهِلِيَّةٌ. Indeed, you are a man that still has ignorance in his heart. So Abu Dharr, he felt regret, he felt remorse. He put his head down to the floor, he put his cheek on the floor, and he said to Bilal, oh Bilal, stomp on my face, stomp on my head. Bilal radiallahu anhu picked him up and he hugged him and they forgave each other. This is Islam. Islam gets rid of racism. There is no such thing as racism in Islam. In fact, Umar radiallahu anhu, he used to say that Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu is our master. And he is the one that freed our master. So he is the master. Bilal is the master of Umar and the master of Abu Bakr radiallahu anhuma. Bilal was the first person to stand up on top of the Kaaba, the Qibla of the Muslims, and call the Muslims to prayer. Call the adhan. He was the first man. There is no racism in Islam. No racism at all. We all know what happened. And most of us would have heard what happened to George Floyd in America. And yes, it breaks the heart. And what those people, I don't want to call them officers, what those people, or not even people, what those animals did to this man is a practical example of what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran. إِنَّهُمْ كَالْأَنْعَامِ بَلْ هُمْ أَضَلْ. Indeed, they are like animals, or even worse than animals, because even animals feel some remorse and empathy in their hearts. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He explains some people to have hearts like rocks or even harder. كَالْحِجَارَةِ أَوْ أَشَدُّ قَسْوَةً. Indeed, their hearts are like rocks or even harder than rocks. And that was an example right there. Yes, us Muslims all condemn what had happened. You may say, what do you have to do with it? You're a Muslim, he's not a Muslim. I say the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam cried when a Jew died, because we would love to save each other. We want everyone to enter into paradise. My respect brothers and sisters, yes, what has happened breaks the heart, but this happens on a daily basis in many Muslim countries. Let's not forget them. Always keep them in your hearts and your prayers. Barakallahu feekum wa jazakumullahu khairan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.